Now we're here for this art auction. Always a nice thing, this art auction. Some of Chicago's own artists up in here. But that's why I said, yeah, have you heard of her? Huh?
And madam, are you having a private summer or are you bidding? Are you just, okay, all right. There's opening bid of $1,000 on this beautiful piece.
And Deborah Cedric is here. There she is, right there in the corner.
There she is.
You know, most of this artwork is actually starting as the bidding process at about half of the value. So at $1,000.
Such a deal.
Yes.
And this is my friend Slim Jim. I'm just going to call you Slim Jim. Slim Jim is going to come around. And we got Sweet Cheeks over there and I think Sweet Potato Pie. They'll also be making the rounds with you, these fine young men. Take a look at this piece.
The opening bid on this particular piece is $1,500. $1,500. And the opening on this particular piece is valued. If you went downstairs, it would cost you $3,000. It will only cost you $1,000 right now.
Looking for 1,100. We have 1,100. 1,100. How about 1,150?
1150.
1150. Was that 13? 13.
That's 13.
13. How about 1350? 1350.
All right.
1350. 14. 13.
Let's go! Y'all make some noise! Hey! Come on! Hey! 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 Come on! Come on! Come on! Hey! If it isn't enough, sing it! Sing it! Do you feel this way? Why does she stay on my mind? Yes! Let's go! Come on! Cause if it isn't enough. All right! Come on, ladies! Big mistake. So I agree. Yeah. Oh. My girl. That sounds so good.
Showed up for 8th grade, you know what I mean? It was like high school, you know what I mean? And so it was like, you know, so I think part of it is that. I mean, what would you guys say in terms of celebrity and research from the Temps? What would you say?
Well, I mean, just directly into that question alone, I mean, within the context of the movie, if you see the movie, you know, the whole shy brother thing comes out because of him. Like, JT is not shy with women. Okay, so as soon as he points out a woman, I already figure out, oh, this is gonna be a piece of cake for me. So I think what happens in this particular situation, he saw somebody that he liked that was all his, and he wasn't ready for it. He saw her with this guy with a fancy car, it's like that. All of a sudden, now he had fancy clothes, he had a fancy car. We go knock on this door again, because I think she probably heard the record. You know what I'm saying?
Some of that there, but I think that when she shows up, she realized, you know, but I mean, it's one of those things where, because I don't want to say that, you know, he always had a crush on her. There was something connected that he connected.
You know, I think the tears of me saying that you love me was more of me upset that she was marrying my brother. You know, and for me to say that to her is kind of like I'm pleading because I don't think you should be. You shouldn't be my brother. You know.
Yeah. Next question. Thank you for that. Thank you. And don't do reenactments in hotel rooms anymore. Here we go.
Two questions. Big Red, how were you cast for that part? You were perfect. Yeah.
Well, I was doing a play in LA that I didn't want to do. I was doing Macbeth, and it's a long story, anything. I said, I'm not doing anything else. I'm resting, I'm tired. The director called me, begged me for a week. So I came down on an audition. He said, I want you to do Macbeth, but I've already promised it to another actor. Would you do Macduff? I told him, no, I'm not doing no second leads. I'm tired. Go away, leave me alone. He called me for another week, so finally I said, forget it. Okay, I'll do it. Robert Townsend had a friend in the show who was a beautiful outdoor theater with a small theater, and there were about 20 people in the audience that night. Robert came to see his friend. He came backstage after the show and said, I'm getting ready to do this movie. Would you like to do it? So I got that part simply by doing something I didn't want to do, by not sitting on my butt waiting for the phone.
They're telling me we got 5 minutes? Wow, that was fast.
They just want to have a good time. It's like we are chilling, we are in our living room, just having a real cool conversation. So I started off by asking some just questions about what your deal breakers are. And so although I have a presentation, we can look at some of that, but let's just talk about what you want to talk about. Liking old girlfriend photos. So if you have a Facebook account, and I just want some open dialogue. So you like Beyonce's picture, but now you like Keisha's picture that you were just sleeping with a year ago. Is there a difference? Oh, you said yes. I see the choir over here. Go ahead.
I think it also depends on how much time, how much space in between. I think it depends on how much space and time in between that they've been dating. Right. If it's been 10 years, that's fine.
You can be divorced and you still gonna have ties to a person who had kids. That does not mean you're gonna sleep with that mother again. I know personally, you can have a friendship without sex.
So like the pictures with the kids, family, and all that, but not the sexy pictures. And it should go both ways, I think.
Is that a deal breaker for you?
I'm not saying it's a deal breaker, it's just something that shouldn't happen. You know, something we might have to talk about. Because then I started liking my ex's pictures, and she might have a problem knowing her, they bathing suits and all of this. And, why y'all like it with, you know?
I think it's all a matter of respect and security. Based on the person who's liking the other person's picture, it's just a matter of respecting boundaries. And if you're going to like it, there shouldn't be anything wrong with that. And your mate shouldn't have anything wrong with that either, as long as there's a common respect in the relationship. So it's all based on that foundation.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I think it's the man's responsibility to make sure, to ensure that those disrespectful females are taken care of and put in check. Because if that's your wife or your significant other, there shouldn't be any problems on social media or anywhere else. They need to be checked. Bottom line.
Claudia, what are your deal breakers? People just being honest with the other person. But a lot of times we are honest with ourselves about what really matters. Like if it matters to me that I'm your profile picture, then you need to say that. But we don't say it, right? You don't say it and then you piss because it's a sunrise or it's just him, right? So you have to get over yourself and say, let me tell you. Like I hate divulging this stuff because I really feel like as women and men we should not have to be snooping. But if you just want to know, you shouldn't know. But I know everybody is familiar with Google Alerts. If you're not, I'll show you afterwards. But, so let me go, like I have a teenager. So this is how I found out that my teenager had, I think she was on YouTube singing because she was going to be a star. That was one thing, and it was something else she had. Now she was not supposed to, she's supposed to talk to me before she has any accounts. So I set up a Google alert, and I just put her name in it. I put her name, I put her nickname, I put everything I could think of. So anytime anything came up on the World Wide Web that had her name, it alerted me. And it comes right to my mailbox. I know you can do that. So if your mate has Instagram on their phone, they probably have an account. You don't know about it. So like when you see apps like that, it's not just there because it didn't come with the phone. It's not standard. Somebody downloaded something.
one I waited for. This will be the first time anyone has loved me. Whoa, I'm so glad you found me in town, and I'm so glad that I'm justified my mind. This will be an everlasting love for me. Oh, finally, we're hugging and squeezing and kissing and breathing together forever, forever, forever. Yeah, 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 yeah. You and me. So long as I'm baby, true love will be given to you. I'll be serving 'cause you're so deserving. Hey, you're so deserving.
Purple rain, yeah, yeah, yeah. Purple rain, purple rain. Nothing but your hand. Purple rain, purple rain. Woo, woo. I never see you in a purple rain.
Play that air guitar, girl.
Don't look so sad. I know it's over. Hey, but life goes on, and this world keeps on turning. Let's just be glad we have this time to spend together.
What you want, baby, I got it. What you need, we know I got it. All I'm asking is for a little respect. Come on, little baby. Let's go. I ain't gonna do you wrong while you're gone. I ain't gonna do you wrong if I want. All I'm asking for a little respect. Come on, little baby. Just a little bit, come on. Just a little bit.
Knew a girl named Nikki, I guess you could say she was a sex freak. I met her in a hotel lobby, masturbating with a magazine. She said, how'd you like to waste some time? And I could not resist when I saw little Nikki grind. I know it's a shame, but I'm giving you back your name. Yeah.
You can't keep my name now.
Yes, I'll be on my way. I won't be back to stay. I guess I'll move along. I'm looking for a good time.
September, that day I'll always remember. Yes, I will. 'Cause that was the day that my daddy died. I never got a chance to see him. Never heard nothing but bad things about him. Mama, I'm depending on you.
So remember, applaud for who you want. How about Al Green? All right, all right, all right. Mary J. I'm sorry, Al Green won that one right there. Come on.
Y'all give it up for
blood flowing. So without any further ado, give it up for the most incredible band on the ship, Natural Change. How y'all feeling tonight?